Yeah, so probably not the most ideal start to my neighbour's Saturday morning. So I've literally just opened my kitchen door, set up my pose and stuff. I'm currently standing in a black fucking thong at 7 o'clock on a Saturday morning, and I just locked eyes with my neighbour. Imagine walking through to your kitchen, nice and happy that it's Saturday, going to make your coffee, you look out your window and you see a guy who's chalk white, standing in a thong with a camera looking right back at you. Rather awkward. However, she can't see me here. Fasted rounds, going in, almost 1 week out. Let's go.
Should've seen his face when I bucked it, ready for war. Long ass swords don't leave your G's and the man them coming. Give me the addy, you know we're coming. To all of them drop, can't stop coming. Lambeth Affis, keep on running. We're out too late and no one's coming. Old friends get turned into targets when I'm marching on alert for prey. I wanna open my man's coffin and ask him how did he do us? Ambulance coming, way too late. Kill confirm, let's build them inside beef, get more than peppers.
So just before we get started, I just wanted to say a massive thanks for the support on last week's video. When I actually edited that video, I was like, I wasn't even too sure about posting it because I was basically just so fucked and so low in energy that I was like, I wasn't giving off as good a vibe as what I usually would. So I do appreciate people supporting that and recognising that and just saying, basically just keep up the good work. Anyway, if you've not watched the video, please do. The reason I'm saying that I'll link up here is because it kind of explains what we're going to be talking about in this video. So if you've not, go back and watch it. If you have, fantastic. Sit back, relax and enjoy this one. So I am a massive coffee junkie, alright? However, I'm far too lazy to sit and make these fancy coffees, so instant coffee is good. This is Beanie's Nutty Hazelnut, obviously hazelnut flavoured coffee, and I'm telling you, it's absolutely fucking insane, especially if you're dieting and you're on prep and you would like a little bit of a sweet tooth, man.
Basic living, any Joe I step out and crash it, I've done that from a young age, I'm bitten. Nowadays you can catch me on the week.
Now here's a real question, milk in before or after the water? Oh, mate. I tell you one thing, right? Being shredded might look fantastic on Instagram and it might look quite cool. However, I am constantly fucking freezing, mate. Absolutely Baltic, 24/7. Also, do you like my mug? I got this in Florida when I was like, I don't know, 5 or something. So last week we started our 2-week reverse up into the show. I had told you about the changes that we made on the first day. It was like a 45 grams of carb increase. So we basically done that on both training days and rest days. It was literally 300 grams of potatoes added to a training day and 300 grams of potatoes added to a rest day as well. But also the changes that we made throughout the week, there was no more food added in, but we got a reduction of 2,500 steps on training days, so dropped from 12.5 to 10k, and then a reduction of 5k steps on rest days, so from 15k to 10k, which helped massively. All this that week there, being 2 weeks out, was not to peak, alright? You didn't want to peak at your best, obviously. My goal is to peak my best for the show, which is 1 week out tomorrow, so that's the goals going forward. AJ did say we're going to be more aggressive in regards to pushing food up this week, but energy's been better, training performance has been slightly better, and the look is harder and a bit fuller, which is the goal, man.
Tapes on basic bitches. You'll probably say you hear that's a young way to always say I didn't. Italian stamp on the steering wheel, got short in a batch.
Jesus Christ. I literally just put 25 grams of carbs in, 25 grams of EAs in, but I didn't realise how full my bottle was. And now, oh man, I'm gonna have to try and mix this. Sick. Wow, look at this. Can you see that? Fucked it. There's nowhere for the powder to go. Perfection, man. This is a new flavour as well. This is the fruit splash. I had the peach one before. Easy. And voila. Pre-workout meal, 150 grams chicken, 100 grams of rice, 100 grams of peas. I used the Gym Chef tandoori seasoning, 2 grams pink salt, 1 gram of low salt, some tomato sauce, and I actually use these little drug dealer scales to weigh out my salt because it weighs it to the exact amount that I need. However, I've had to use this fucking shit gyro dark chocolate, 74% dark chocolate. It's absolutely stinking. It tastes like I'm eating soft coal. However, there was no 85%, so I'm going to scran this and hit the gym.
Bro, if you're like drinking coffee or if you're eating something, swallow it, because what I'm going to tell you is going to make you spit it everywhere in disgust, alright? I mentioned a few weeks ago I got banned by the fucking council for using the garden hose, alright? Even though we pay for water, alright? me and Alex received a bill for our water, alright? 4 months of water, tap water that I can't drink, 200, a nice BMW M4. That sounds sick if you can hear that. Yeah, so 4 months of water, 213 fucking pound, bro. For water that we cannot drink, for water that we're not allowed to use, 213 quid. Absolutely mental. Anyway, apart from that, this is the first day I have came to the gym and I actually felt quite good. I feel rather good today. I don't know if it's the extra food or whatever, or I know that I'm 1 week and 1 day out, or if it's pre-workout, or a multitude of things. So we are in for pool at King's one-man band again. Alex is not here to record, unfortunately, so we are using a tripod. So I'm going to sip on the rest of this. Yes, it's a cocktail again. I use both flavours of the Ibiza juices with 1 scoop of the Superhuman, and it's absolutely fantastic. I know a few of you tried it, I know a few of you liked it, so again, you're welcome for that. Alright, anyway, I'm going to sip on this and I will catch you for the pool, lads.
Shut down for the smart whip. On God, she can never be mad. I got pitch on the road with back. I don't know about you, but me and this music thing, I'ma take what's match. Get hospitalized. My bro Mr. He got a new truck, now I'm just trying to push these sides. Shut down for the smart whip. On God, she can never be mad. I got pitch on the road with back. I don't know about you, but me and this music thing, I'ma take what's match. Get hospitalized. My bro Mr. He got a new truck, now I'm just trying to push these sides. But true. One, that if he's long or if he's cold, box dude with tie and he got the funds, he rolled a stony. Got cooks, it's fun, they know that we're young, they're still on the phone. Need news, I'm sprung, but T-bring the pain for Dosh and Scone. Pass me the bat rang and catch man, she want a tour around Arkham City. Think you're a bad man, till rap man raps about you and your bridges Petey. Gave him a jack down face when I crap man, Doddy took more than a shot of whiskey. So you won't be an actor, gave him a roll on Hobie. We got toys to end your story, open a door, leave man on the floor. DF got noise to end your worries, jump in the Benz and he managed to score. Like noise, I end your glory, seeing Davids and it's all coming raw. They want me in the booth like Corey, said DK said the way I rap nice. Give me some time, I give you some crap. Give me some band, I definitely shine. Give me a live, I'm splashing a fact. Give me a mic, I give a punchline. Then for the buck came in with a dime. Them guys ain't hard for all, they ain't malignant, coming like banana. I got fire in my palm when I walk, 3 liter doom, 4-wheel drives. And if it ain't about the door, you must be chung. Get out my life, got cake, got brown, got snow. Must get flung by the end of the night. I don't hate, I'm kinda so. She said DK, why you never so nice? Why you never so nice? Why you never so nice? Shut down for the smart way. On God, she can never be mad. I got pitch on the road with back. I don't know about you, but me and this music thing, I'ma take what's mad. Get hospitalized. My bro Mr. He got a new truck, now I'm just trying to push these sides. Don't fuck with a bro them. When it gets to his no, I can't control them. Let's get to the boning. Or not to me how you feel now like folding. It's like coach up a Ronin. When I take her by and it feels like a boning. What I say is what goes in, can't tell me otherwise, I'll just up it and talk it. Screaming my name and I don't even know them. No, I can't go phone them. Tryna hit myself like Goldtest, teeth on a chief man's key phone.
When you've got the gym at 2, NBA 3. I bet you moan about being freezing, but you've got shorts on. I know, Alex tells me that all the time, but then if I put joggers on, I'm fucking sweating, so there's literally no pleasing me. But I usually come home from the gym at like 1 o'clock and I've been having like a coffee recently because I've had no energy. However, I usually have like a caffeine cut-off point at like 3 PM because obviously there's still half the amount of caffeine in your system X amount of hours later. But what I've been doing is I've actually been like not having one. So basically my last caffeine is at like 10 o'clock when I'm driving to the gym, and my sleep and energy has been much better. Obviously like more food, but that's definitely, I feel like that's definitely contributed to it. Anyway, in regards to the session, it felt good going into the session, it felt good throughout the session. Numbers were decent as well, which is really, really good. And it's just really good to fucking feel like I have a bit of life to me. So put up like a little post-workout pump video as well. I sent the same video over to AJ and he says, we're like, in regards to condition, he's so happy. He still thinks we could be fuller, which is really, really exciting, man. Like I honestly look at my shots and think, fucking hell, like I think it's mad that that's me. I know that might sound a little bit like cocky that you like not love the way you look, but like are proud of the way you look, but I fucking am, man. Like I know how much I've put into this off season. I put a comparison up on my Instagram as well from like 2 weeks out 2019 vs 2 weeks out out now, I'll put it up just now. And the difference is fucking insane. So that's one thing I promised myself, man, was like I'm going to commit to the off season, treat it like a prep, and it's starting to show off. So hopefully in 1 week time the judges will think the same. Overall, a really good session, man. Enjoyed it, still feel good post workout. Gonna go to the shops, get the missus food, cook her dinner for coming in, because I'm a nice guy like that. I literally just typed in ingredients to make pasta meatballs, and the first ingredient that came up was 12 Jacob's cream crackers. Yeah, cream crackers. So we sacked the Jacob's cream crackers, obviously. I don't know what the fuck you meant to do with that. However, we got beef meatballs, spaghetti, we got a nice cherry tomato and chilli sauce, some grated mozzarella. I think mozzarella is tasteless, I think it's absolutely shit, but she loves it. She also got these yesterday, so I think that will go well with it. An onion, a little bit of garlic in there as well, and also I picked up some proper dark chocolate. As I said earlier, the one I've been having tastes like soft coal, so this should go down a treat. The dinner I made the missus, lads.
I'm sure Tyler will get back, on his game after.
Fucking no bad, eh? Rate it out of 10 in the comments. I take my comment back earlier. I says like I felt quite bad about saying that I'm proud of myself and that that when I look at my physique that I'm like absolutely buzzing. Like I think, like I said that I could come across quite like arrogant and rude. Fuck that, man. Like I am genuinely so fucking happy. Like what I just done it on my Instagram story there. If you don't follow me, it's Ben Prentice Fitness. So I compared 1 day out 2019 to today, which is 1 week and 1 day out. The difference is fucking mental, mate. Like literally absolutely nuts. So just think, imagine comparing 1 day out to 1 day out, and then obviously my stage shots to my stage shots. Already won, lads. Already fucking won. You vs you. So one thing I go, Jesus Christ. I was gonna keep that in, man. One thing I wanted to mention in this video was like what I'm doing right now is not sustainable, alright? Whenever you see somebody dieting, whenever you see somebody who's in like good shape or whatever, like I got a message, an inquiry about coaching last week, and the guy was like, oh mate, I see what shape you're in, like that's what I'd like to look like all year round, like if I could. And it's like, you simply can't. It's unsustainable. As I spoke about in my last YouTube video, my speech was going, I couldn't think properly, my training was shit, I had no energy to do stuff, I was just miserable all the time, sore all the time, tired all the time, couldn't sleep, whatever. Like it's so restrictive, it's simply not sustainable. So please, if you are dieting, make sure you have an end date, alright? So you know by this date I'm going to be getting more food. It's going to help you mentally, but more so physically. If your goal does take longer, if you get to the end of your diet and you're like, I'm not where I want to be yet, cool, take a step back from dieting, alright? Increase your food for a period of time. That's going to help massively with obviously building your energy back up, actually allow you to enjoy training, gain some muscle, gain some strength in the gym. Also like things like enjoy social events. Like you're going to have more food so you can have more social events, which is going to be really important for the longevity of the sport, alright? So my favourite saying here is, fat loss is a phase, it's not a lifestyle, alright? You cannot constantly be in a deficit all year round. It's impossible, alright? So please make sure you ain't doing that, because gaining and eating is fucking important, man. We're going to wrap that video up at that. 1 week and 1 day out. It's 1 week out tomorrow, which is absolutely nuts. That was a successful week in regards to obviously starting the 2 week reverse up into the show. We dropped fatigue, we increased fullness, we increased energy, which is really good. However, I was quite concerned because I actually felt unwell during the week. Not too sure what it was. Alex was unwell, she had a sore throat, she wasn't feeling good at all, and then I ended up getting it, which basically scared the shit out of me because I was like, fuck, the competition's coming. But however, we always think about the positives. At least it was that week and not the week before my show, or obviously the day on my show, touching wood. However, next week is peak week. I'm going to vlog the whole week. I'm going to vlog it all the way up until 1 day out, and then the episode after that will be show day. Alright, if you've enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like, comment down below. As I said, I got some fantastic feedback on the last video, and it really does help, man. Like sometimes you feel like you're obviously just talking to yourself, but you don't realise you're actually talking to numerous people. I think we got over like 2k views, so for a little daft cunt from Bathgate, that's not too bad. Anyway, I appreciate it. I'll catch you next week. Heads fucking on.